Okay, people, I'm back. In this video right here, I'm gonna talk about something. I'm gonna break something down. And I happen to look at O'Shea Duke Jackson channel, and basically O'Shea Duke, he had on a video where you had this chick that she was talking about, basically saying that she needs somebody, a guy that's exciting, but and regular guys, that if you're a regular guy that's a blue collar guy or white collar guy that work in an office, you're an architect, an engineer, you in STEM or something like that, or you're a blue collar guy. And no matter how much money you make, if you're not no scammer, no street no street pharmacist, or you're not an athlete or entertainer, a lot of these black women are not choosing those type of guys. Now, I'm not saying all, but right now, the way it's looking, like a lot of these sisters, they're looking for, what they looking for is a guy that what you would consider that to them, that they see as valuable to them. Like a lot of these sisters, I know these types because they'll go after the dope boys, because the dope boys had that money already. They already balling, selling drugs, making a lot of money, or scamming. And a lot of you got dudes out here that you got dudes out here that's out here balling. I ain't gonna knock they hustle. What they do, that's what them brothers do. I ain't gonna knock they hustle or grind. That's what they do. And I ain't gonna knock what these sisters choose to date. I have no problem with that. If those sisters choose to date those type of guys, hey, whatever floats your boat. However, once you go and get one of those type of dudes, and that's what you used to. You used to the dudes living that fast life. Then you used to, you used to that guy, the kind of lifestyle he brings, the dysfunction that comes in those relationships. Because there's a lot of dysfunction that comes in those relationships. Now, I'm not talking about the busting, the dusty poopies or ray-rays. I'm talking about the dope boys. And some of these dudes, I ain't gonna lie, some of these dudes be straight balling, I'm gonna just keep it 100. So, you go after that dude. And then it's a lot of stipulations that come with that lifestyle. That a lot of sisters, hood sisters know about it. But that's why I say, if you just a regular little run-of-the-mill little black chick that's from the suburbs and shit like that, and them type of dudes turn you on and shit. Cause my boy General Tito had a good video where he was talking about, he went to a mostly predominantly Catholic high school, and he was still in high school, and he was in the hood. And he said, dude, buying some of that finest green. And he said, dude said, hey man, we got some bees coming around, They said, what? He said, yeah, we're gonna go out and get the drink. He said, when them women came over, he said a lot of women that went to school with him. So those sisters stacked up their money that they got from the EL dudes that go to their school to go out here and hang out with the straight street niggas. Now, 9 times out of 10, those women that mess with those guys and then end up getting knocked up. They end up getting pregnant by those dudes and shit like that. So, after messing with the dope boy, getting ran through by a dope boy, he get locked up or get killed by another dope boy, ain't no honor amongst thieves. It's a dog world, survival of the fittest out there in these streets. You seeing evolution play out. So once you see these chicks do that, make that direction and route, at that point, if they try to say, well, we want a guy that has, stability and shit like that, give or take guy that got some stability, got a good job, And a lot of times you already know that those women really are not attracted to those guys. And see, those relationships end up being bad for that brother. Because at the end of that relationship, he ends up losing at the end. Especially if he mess around and have a child with this woman. Now he's got to pay for not only the other children that he didn't sire. Now he got to take care of his child that he made with her. So now that woman is not only getting paid a shitload of money from him and child support, family services, she getting paid all the way. And that's what these women are doing. These women are, this shit is like a lottery. They looking for a guy that's gonna bring them stability. You know, a guy that's gonna bring them resources. And after they don't want to get in that relationship, they get out, then they run around and say, well, you know, I tried to do it with him, but he was unbearable and stuff like that, so me and him divorced. And now she out there, she got all the money, resources. She got resources coming from the street, the dude that was actually a solid guy. You know? He got resources coming from a solid guy. So, you know, that's now what it is now. You know? She got his resources, and now she go and play out, have the eternal, what you could call an eternal hot girl summer on another man's dime. And now this is what these brothers are saying now. They refuse to be that. They refuse to be that. And now you got a lot of these women seeing that. And now these brothers, they go and get their passports and they chucking up the deuces. They like, you know what, we out. They throwing up the deuces and we out, we good. So now these women are disgruntled at that shit. So what they do, they call Umar Johnson. They come up and talk all that pro-blackity black shit. You know, talking about, you know, you gotta get with a black sister, you know, you gotta build the black community, you know, protect the black woman, protect the community, no matter how many kids she got by Pookie and Ray Ray and Brad and Chad. We gotta protect and marry our sisters and bring back resources and stuff to a community that we ain't gonna even run, that didn't want us and all that shit that called us lames. Y'all niggas gotta bring that money back to them, to these ratchet black women that's in the hood. That's what it sounds like to me. But them brothers said, nah, Umar, that's all right, we passed. We passed. So, you can't convince these brothers with all that pro-blackity black shit no more. That shit don't work. That pro-blackity black shit don't work no more. Of shaming these brothers to get back with these sisters that didn't want them. Why help a community out that the community don't have respect for intellectual black men or blue collar brothers? They don't have respect for them. They have respect for the dysfunctional niggas in their community. That's what we see. But hey, I digress. Over and out.